Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 17 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to model all of this. Now we're gonna continue working on this. I want to add in this one right here as well on our second level 2. I believe we remove it because of we adjusted this wall right here, so that's why it got moved. Now we just need to add on it, and that's good enough right there. And we could just extend a little bit and then create or add in a curtain grid. And then afterwards, we need to adjust, or we need to change some of the paint. So here we have something like that, but I want to change. So I'm gonna use sash to change this one right here. So I want this one to have a different panel like that, but I want to undo that because if you notice, we need to do a split face on this. So if we go to our south elevation, we'll be able to add a split face onto this, and then another split face onto this one. This one is, I think, good enough, so we don't need to worry about this, but only on this side. Now split face on this, and then going all the way down. We don't want to bother the inside wall, so that's why we're split facing it. And then this one is good enough, and maybe only this part is needed. So split facing this, actually for this one it's not important, but this wall right here is important because it has this one and this, and then we could just trim and extend and then adjust it. So we need to move this one all the way to the end and then click finish. And then if we paint again, it's not gonna be over, so let's go sash, and then as you can see, everything is and then maybe we need to do this two right here. That's the face on a different side, so that's why. Click done, go to south, and then split face this. So everything is clean. After that, go back to 3D and then click on paint. So we're done here. So that's good enough. I want to remove this window right there because I want to design something right here. So before we do that, go to south elevation and we're gonna do a model in place and then generic model. I'm going to do an extrusion, pick a plane, this wall right here I'm gonna choose, and then we could put in 10 and then one of the wood material. I'm gonna duplicate this and then click finish, then go to ground. We're going to add in our extrusion right here, set ground floor. We're gonna create these grooves right here, click finish, extend it all the way to the top, so align it. There we go. And then we could go to ground again, and then we could array this. Let's do 40 of them. Go to last, and then we just add it all the way to the end of the year. Press OK, and then if you want to see it, it looks nice like that. So very simple, but it gives that nice idea there. You can click finish to finish that part. And then I'm just wondering what happened here. I'm just going to edit. I'm going to edit it all the way here. There we go. So no more gap. I'm wondering if I should add a light here. I just want to see how this one looks, but to be honest, it's good enough. And then we need to add lights. I want to also, we're gonna add some bushes here, so it's gonna be looking good. I just want to align this part right here so it looks like it's aligned, so everything is aligned properly. So now we could have our cars here. I just want to align it. Then if you go to part 1 description of this series, the second link, you will be able to download Spotlight face based. It's either the square or the round. So here I'm gonna check which one. File information, details. This is the square base, so I'm gonna use this one and then download it. So once you're in your downloads folder, you just need to drag and drop. And then once you drag and drop, you'll be able to add. So CM square face base. So you just need to drag it and then add it to all of those faces right there. I advise you to add it individually to those faces, because it's, although it adds there right now, it's easy to add, but sometimes you need to add to different faces of those specific model in place. So because we added different faces, it needs to be specific to those areas. And then for now, we're just going to add it there. We could add it here as well. And we have those ones right there. Also, I want to change the wall entrance here, so I'm gonna do a paint. So I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna use parking stripe to add that look here first. Okay, so only that one, and then all of them are going to be white wall. And then we're gonna add in a cone light around here, even here. It's gonna be a simple one, but let's fix the ceiling lights first. So here I went to level 1, and we could adjust this. So let's put it in the midpoint, copy, so every 1000. So copy again, make sure multiple is checked so that you don't need to do it, keep on doing it again. Okay, and then after that, you'll be able to adjust it all together. And then I'm just going to leave it like that. If we see it, those are there. So let's do this part now. I'm gonna align it so it's aligned here, and then I'm gonna copy it, and then every 1000. I think just 3 is good enough, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. This one is for this part. I'm just gonna copy, and then all the way here. I'm just gonna leave it at 3. And then just move it somewhere there. Go to level 2 and do the same thing. Move it with the midpoint, so you could just eyeball it which one is the midpoint, and then just copy every 1000. And then make sure that everything is aligned properly. And then 1000 again. I think 3 is more than enough here. And then add it onto this one as well. So I think that's good enough there. And then let's go to view, because the RCP for level 3 didn't show. So now everything is good. Level 4, we don't need anything there. But level 3, we need to showcase that again. So copy 1000, 1000, $1. And then copy this one all the way down. So now this is the issue with that, because it's not in the same plane, or we didn't create it at the same time. So now the issue is you cannot just add it. Maybe this one will be added, because as you can see it's the same, but let's see. It won't appear if it's not on its own. So that's why I asked you to add it on all faces. So align it, copy, and then every 1000 again. There we go. I think that's good enough. So if we see it, it will look like this. And then it's really up to you if you want to maximize the height here. So for me, I'm probably just going to move all the way to the top for all the windows, because it looks much better, even maximizing it up to the wall. This one is maximized already. The only problem now is the one at the sides. There we go. And then we're gonna fix this one right there. Okay, that's good enough there. So now everything is all the way to the ceiling, and it looks much better to have that. So now let's go to ground. I'm going to add in a section, but facing here on this side. And then double click there. We have all these walls. I'm just gonna simply create a model in place, generic model, an extrusion, pick a plane. First it's gonna select this plane, I'm going to do a metal material here. And then another one is another extrusion. This will be luminance. This is what I use for the lights, so that's why. So I'm just gonna give it something right there, and then in section I'll be able to create a copy of those. So I'm gonna copy maybe every every 4,000. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna create extra copy and put it on the other side. So pick, and then pick this one. And then if we flip the section, we can see this one as well. I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the height here, we could always create this properly, but we're already here, so AL so it's the same thing. I'm gonna move it and then copy it 4,000. I think 2 is enough there. I'm gonna copy this, just create another one, click finish, pick them both together and add it there, and go to section again, or to south elevation. I want to add the number. So model text, select this one, add it first, and then click edit, duplicate. This will be house number. Change this to 200, and then this will be 25. Material metal, so one of the metal, duplicate it, and then model text, you could do 34, then there we go. or we could do 07. .07. Okay. Look at it in 3D and it looks good. Save it. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.